Well, it's September now. It's the 1st of September 2024 and we're in Fareham, coming to the end of my stay in the UK, and Anita's got a few more days here. Yeah. And we're going to have a look in Fareham. It's a Sunday, so I don't know what to expect on a Sunday in Fareham. Let's find out. Like many of the places we've visited, lots of flowers, and so looking really good. Just coming in the car and it was 26 degrees here, 26 degrees Celsius, that's quite pleasant. And so this is Fareham on a Sunday, and we've got Barbers here, Stephen's Barbers. I've got my own personal barber. I need to cut my hair before we came away. And she does an excellent job. Iceland, we do have our equivalent of Iceland in Mallorca. It's called Nice Price. Dave and Claire's place. Here in Fareham, you see lots of iron things here. It's just nice iron work of art. I'm not sure what it is. I need to be stepped back a bit. Iron and stone. And given the pleasant temperatures, people sitting out having a drink. So being a Sunday, some places are closed up, but others, including the charity shops, are open, so it's nice to see. Banks, of course, they'll be closed today. And something we've noticed here, that very little use of cash. Everything seems to be paid with a phone or a card, more often a watch, which is a little alien to Anita and myself. I think a lot of people in Majorca do use phones and watches to pay, but we tend to be a little bit more old-fashioned and use a card and cash to some extent. We've been here before on many occasions, of course, because there's a cinema here, and it's one of the places we come to go to the cinema. Though this time we ventured to Portsmouth and went to the cinema there. So this is our first time on this trip into Fareham. And this is, I suppose, like the High Street. I don't know if it's called the High Street, but it's all pedestrianised now. And lots of shops along here. And even a church. At least I think it's a church. It looks like a church, but you never know in the UK whether something's a church or not, because some of them have been converted to other things. More of the objets d'art, iron constructions. I'm not sure what the significance, I'm sure somebody will tell me the significance of iron, what the connection is with Fareham. Anita and Lara have just gone off on their own because they're more interested in going into the shops than I am. I'm quite content with looking at them from outside. This is TK Maxx, a place where you can go and buy branded things at quite an interesting price. There's another one of these iron constructions. It's really nice to have those things. There's actually a plaque down here, but it's very difficult to read. It actually says figurines by Rizard Mazula. Poundland. Traditionally a shop where everything was a pound. A bit like Woolworths used to be, everything was sixpence, I think, when I was a child, but Woolworths no longer exists in the UK. As we come to this end of the town, one of the reasons Anita and I know it is where the bus station is, and sometimes where we catch the bus. So it's just another figurine by the same artist. Usually when I come to Fareham, I stop around about here. Oops, let me get across the road before the taxi runs me over. That's the bus station down there. Just noticed the Westbury Manor Museum Cafe shop.
This is a funny camera.
So this actually is a little bit like new territory. I think I have been up here in the past. Maybe Sunday is not the day to come to the museum. In fact, their opening times are Monday, Thursday and Friday, so I must keep that for reference in the future because I do like a museum. Looks like they're having deliveries here. And it's the lorry that's doing the pulling is Deutsche Post, DHL. It's actually a British lorry then. It's 26 degrees and it does feel warm. I bought my gilet. In fact, to leave that in the car because it's so warm. I think we're going to find most places up here are closed. Noisy. There's a Sue Ryder, that's a charity shop over there, so on my way back I'll go on that side and be able to have a look inside, see what they've got. It's a Thai restaurant. I don't think we've ever eaten in Fareham. Thai restaurant, Thai massage. Well, I don't think I'm going to go any further up there. I'm not sure what there is, so I'm going to make my way back. And I'll stay on this side for a little bit because it's a little bit more shady. Even in England, both Anita and I still look for the shade. Anita in particular. So here we've got a typical row of shops and accommodation above them. So there'll be apartments or houses above the shop, which may or may not be the people who are working in the shop. Quite often they get rented out. We'll cross over now, checking as I'm walking that I'm not being run over. The Barbers is open there and seems to be doing good business on Sunday. I'll just have a quick look in here, see what they got. I always find it interesting to see what they've got on sale in these charity shops. Nothing there that I'm going to buy today. So move on, carry on down. interesting there. It's not home today, but that's the pawnbrokers. So you can go and cash in your things. This is it's like another charity shop. Looks like it's open today. Sunday they closed. It's a steakhouse. Morrisons, one of the big supermarkets here in the UK, but they do have smaller outlets as well. So this is a Morrisons daily right next to the McDonald's. Associate Greggs with pastries and pies and pasties and those sorts of things. So yeah, there's a cash machine and another bank. But banks, cash seems to be the dying thing. Everybody seems to pay with a card here. And just speaking to Serena, if you even pay the window cleaner or babysitter, they're not paid with cash anymore. So very little need for it. In fact, the only one she could think of was when we went to a car boot sale. And even at the car boot sale, quite a lot of people will accept card payment or electronic transfer of some sort. This is CEX. And you always know I'm on the lookout for cameras gear, but camera gear, you look in the window, they always used to have a few cameras or lenses, and well, nothing, so I'll have a look inside, see what's there. Well, CEX did have quite a few cameras actually, not a huge number, but there's obviously less and less of them, less demand, as people have got better and better phones to take their photographs on. I must say I do still prefer a dedicated camera, though I've been looking at Leon's phone and it takes absolutely amazing photographs, and even zooming in it's got a very powerful zoom, but it's not quite the same as a real camera and costs a fortune. So I think there's still a market, but reading articles, it's a bit of a difference of opinion that people don't need dedicated phones anymore. This is the Fareham shopping centre, which is open, and it's air conditioned, so it's nice and cool to come in here. But again, being a Sunday, I'm expecting lots of places to be closed. That might be interesting. Have a massage while you're sitting around waiting. Money exchange place. Cancer Support Centre, unfortunately closed. And there is a Costa Coffee. But as you can see, a lot of places not open on a Sunday, so it'll be a quick in and out for me. It's called the Westbury Mall. Glamour Girl open. Pandora, Anita saying she wants a new Pandora for her collection. Another coffee place here. Boots. And H. Samuel's, that's been around for a very long time, all over the country. I'm not sure I've been up to this part. Although I have been to have my hair cut here. There's the Rotary Club doing their collections. Ping pong parlour, that's interesting. Actually, have you been spending your money already? Yeah, what she had, she's had a new handbag. Of course you need a new handbag. She was actually looking at handbags which are just way too small for Anita. She looked at one which was, if she put a phone in it, it would be full and she wouldn't be able to put the keys in it. It was that small. So anyway, the one she's chosen is a little bit bigger, so I approve. So yeah, it's nice, quite nice seating here. It'd be nice and comfortable to sit down and have a coffee. And there's a bookshop, Waterstones. All right for the children. Quite intrigued by the ping pong parlour. We're playing ping pong on our holiday up in the Pyrenees, and the games room we had a ping pong table, and it went down very well with the families, our family. And advert there for artisan markets. It's one of the things that we like. This is there in Claire's. Now this is the Barbers I've been to. Men's cuts, £8. Right, I'm surprised how big the shopping centre is here. I mean, I've been in before, but I think I'd forgotten how extensive it is. So here we are, Fareham Shopping Centre. Play area here for the younger children, and at the end B&M. Well, being here, not too far from the sea, but you don't actually need to go to the beach. They've brought the beach into the shopping centre, with a big pile of sand there for the children to play on, and it looks to be very popular. I'm heading back now to the main shopping street again. And it is nice because it is air conditioned in here, so it feels nice and cool. There's another charity shop here. This one's for the RSPCA. Again, one closed on a Sunday, so can't be going in there. There's a teepee down there. We had a teepee in the garden yesterday for our birthday party, which all went very, very well. Another charity shop here next door. Cash only, it says there. That's interesting. And yeah, the party went really well. Sadly, there's not going to be any pictures of that, so I may just tell you bits about it. There's lots of people there. This is Milet's across the road. It is open. Milet's is a shop I used to go to as a boy. Used to get all our outdoors things, and it's nice to see that Milet's is still going strong. Well, we're going to head out now into the warmth of the outside. And it is very warm. It's fantastic. And there isn't a lot down here, so Lara tells me. So just have a little walk. And this bit isn't pedestrianised, so just got to watch out for the cars. Fareham's quite a nice area, I think it is, and so I think the property prices reflect the nice area that it is. Well, it seems to be coming to an end down there, and I've spotted a charity shop on the opposite side. It's actually a home store, so maybe selling big stuff. And I'm going to safely make my way across and just have a nosy. So this is one of the charity shops that is for the British Heart Foundation, but they specialise particularly in furniture. And it's, I don't know, I think it's a great place to pick up furniture. I think if I wanted to get some cheap furniture, it'd be a great place to do that. And I mean, sometimes you get some quality things. Nest of tables there for £35, and they look pretty solid to me. In fact, the whole lot of that looks pretty good. I mean, it's dark wood, and if that doesn't take your fancy, paint it. But I quite like it as it is. And these are wood, of course. Well, I've just been in there, and I think some of the things are really quite bargains. I think if I lived here in the UK, that might be one of the places I'd be looking to furnish a property. So, another estate agents. Back out on the main shopping street area, another one of the iron constructions. A little bit of information on this one. Of those cursed to not return, embers of their lives still burn. Every name we still recall. For 100 years we've honoured all on memorials, faded or not by time. Our band of brothers still in line, lost abroad but marked at home. Their lives carved deep in hearts of stone, reminding us how much freedom cost. The Fareham boys we loved and lost. It's a nice memorial. Specsavers, we have that in Mallorca. We do have Specsavers in Santa Ponsa, and well, Anita actually goes there, and that's where she gets her eyes tested and glasses. She has done for many years, and really happy with the service there. And I go to Specsavers, but not the one in Majorca, funnily enough. I had my eyes tested originally in Yeovil, and so That's the one I keep going back to as we're regular visitors to Yeovil. It's quite convenient for us to just pop in there. This is Lloyds Bank. Tried to go to Lloyds Bank in Gosport and it was closed on a Tuesday. Well, on Sunday and I expect them to be closed, so that's fair enough, but closed on a Tuesday. I'm just going past Coffee One, that's where I'm supposed to be meeting the girls later on, about half an hour. And just noticed here we've got a British Heart Foundation, so I'm going to have a look in there, see what's going on. There's another one a bit further up, another charity shop. Have a look at that one. Well, again, lots of interesting things, but nothing that I'm going to be able to take back, unfortunately, to Mallorca. This one, next one is Deborah. Are they open? I think they are. Well, for a change I did actually manage to buy something here at Deborah. Actually bought a mug. Bargain. £1.50. Well, I think that's me done now. I'm just going to find a shady bench and I'll just wait for the ladies. Very tempting to go into the Crown Inn for a beer. Maybe I shouldn't. Use a bench. Well, the temperature is, I don't know, 25, 26 degrees. It's really quite mild. Lovely temperature. But we're going to back to the house now. And Anita's got some bargains. I got a bargain. So we've done really quite well. So thanks very much for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. So bye for now.
Bye.